So if you're a new real estate investor, or if you're just new to real estate in general, you gotta have to figure out what you want out of real estate first. Obviously, a lot of people have the goal of financial freedom. And my opinion, because I've done single family, multifamily, and then large multifamily, I just don't understand why people stick with single family. What happens is when you do one or two deals, you get the momentum and you get comfortable in that area, right? Because especially if you have a job, you can qualify for mortgages, whatever, right? And then thinking that a 10, 20, 30 unit apartment building is a little bit daunting. It's a little bit scary to move up to that level. You have to realize it's actually easier to go from, if you have a couple smaller buildings in terms of financing, in terms of management, in terms of actually cash flow, it's easier, it's better, it's more financially sound to actually look at bigger buildings. So I would always recommend having a plan on what you want out of this, because a lot of people, go to some of these events, oh, let's learn how to, buy some real estate, either a single family or like a 2, 3, 4, 5 unit apartment building. That's good, but you have to kind of look at the market and realize that if you buy a decent building in a good area and it doesn't really need renovations and it's in Ontario and it's going to be a nightmare to get those tenants out, whatever the scenario is, you're going to make potentially anywhere from 6 all the way up to 10% return. 10% return is good, but I would say probably 6 to 8% return conservatively. And that's not bad, but the true power of real estate is being able to get in there in 2 to 3 years, literally make all your money back plus more. And you can actually grow your portfolio, right? But a lot of people kind of go to these groups, learn the basics. It's almost like it's a retirement plan. And sure, that's a great retirement plan, but I just want to help you guys understand that you can literally set yourself up for life, financially free, cash flow positive in 3 to 5 years, and actually never having to work again. 3 to 5 years. And it doesn't take hundreds of units. It could take, depending on your leverage and your loan to value and interest rates, it could take 20 units. And it really depends on the lifestyle you want. That's why it's so important to figure out what you want out of it. Because when you don't understand what you want, you have to be real with yourself. What are you aiming for? Like, where are you going? Where's the direction? If you don't understand what you want, think of it like this. If you're traveling on a boat and there's no captain and you have no idea where you want to go, where do you think the boat's going to go? Obviously the boat's still going to float and go somewhere, right? That's kind of like how you got to think about your goals and your vision. And then this kind of venture into real estate, you need a plan. You need to have these goals so you can kind of go directly where you want to go, not drift to any place. Because the thing about real estate, especially in a up market, you're going to make money. But where people get in trouble and get caught holding, the bag is coming into a down market, right? When you go into a down market and a high interest market, that's when people are going to be selling, and everyone's going to be selling, right? Because the properties don't make any sense anymore. But if you do it right and you have all this cash flow coming in and you don't over leverage, like a lot of these other guru investors are telling you to do, just constantly over leverage and borrow money, you're going to go bankrupt eventually, right? You'll actually be sustainable, and yours is going to be the one actually being able to buy all these properties that everyone else can't afford. So I recommend always, before you get into real estate, before you buy your first piece of real estate, figure out a plan. Figure out what you want in the next 3 to 5 years, and then in the next 5 to 10 years, right? That's very important.